Hey everyone, Bobby here. Welcome to Five for Life. 5 minutes to bless your life so that you can bless someone else. It's been a difficult time lately, particularly for the baseball community. Those of you who know me know that I am a huge baseball fan. And the baseball community has had to say goodbye to a lot of our legends, a lot of men who've made huge impacts in the game, dating back to the end of last year when we lost Frank Robinson, to more recent times when we had to say goodbye to the likes of Lou Brock, Bob Gibson, Tom Seaver, Whitey Ford, Joe Morgan, Don Sutton, and even just recently, we've had to say goodbye to one of the greatest legends of all time in terms of baseball and in terms of life in general, Hank Aaron, who so courageously surpassed Babe Ruth back in the 1970s to become the then home run king. On the screen, you're seeing dates of many famous people who lived long lives. The time that they were born to the time that they died revealed many years of life and service. But there is a date that is on the screen, the last one, that does not seem to have the same disparity between the date of birth, the date, and the date of death. Those of you who look at that date may recognize that those are the dates of a very significant person who blessed the world with his life, short though it may be. Only lived 39 years, and I may be giving it away. I'm, of course, talking about the man whose birthday we recently celebrated and whose life and legacy we recently commemorated in a holiday, a national holiday that bears his name. Of course, I'm speaking about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Now, Dr. King only lived 39 years before he was taken away from us by an assassin's bullet. But how is it that he could have just as significant a life as all these other men who lived really twice as long, maybe even sometimes almost 3 times as long as he did? Well, this is how. It was not the numbers, it was not the amount of years he lived, it was the dash. It was the time that he lived that made the difference. And now, many years after his death, we still remember this great man, this great leader, this great orator, this great inspirer of people. We remember and commemorate his great sacrifice in leading the civil rights movement. We remember the speeches. We remember the events, the marches, the picket lines. We remember the pictures of him being incarcerated. We remember him recovering from being stabbed. We remember all of the things that this man endured, not just to help black people, not just to help people of color, but by making life better for African Americans. He really made life better for everyone, teaching us all how to value human life, how to recognize each other as equals, and how to truly make the world a place where all men and women can be free to pursue their lives. Now I want to encourage you today, work your dash. We have no guarantees of how long our lives would be. I would pray for you that you would have the length of days that Whitey Ford had, or that Hank Aaron had, or that Tom Seaver had. We recently lost Larry King, who lived 87 years. I pray that you would get all those years. The fact of the matter is that we're not guaranteed that length of days. No one knows how long we're going to be around. But you can be significant in whatever amount of time God has given you by working your dash. How do you do that? Well, you have a family, be a blessing to your family. Be a blessing to your spouse. Be a blessing to your children, your siblings, your relatives. Are you a teacher? Be a blessing to your students. At this time, most of all, and I know that they're getting on your nerves, you need to be a blessing to this coming generation, because they need to have strong shoulders to take the world forward, coming out of what we're going through right now. Are you a pastor? Be a blessing to your congregation and to those who lead under you. Are you a businessman? Be a blessing to your employees and to your vendors and to your customers. Don't just look at the bottom line. Look at the people who are helping you achieve success. Are you an artist, whether in music or in drawing or in the graphics or in some kind of animation? Do things that will encourage people, that will inspire people to be great and to do wonderful things as well. Are you a builder, someone in construction or in carpentry? Listen, we are going to be using the things that you build long after you have left the scene. Build with pride, build with expertise, build things that will last, that will be safe, that will leave a legacy long after you are gone. So build your dash. Use the life that God gives you to be an encouragement to someone else. Listen, I want to quote a poem from Linda Ellis that we often hear at funerals. I'm just going to quote one line of it, and it goes like this. For it matters not the things we own, the cars, the house, the cash. What matters is how we live and love and how we spend our dash. Work your dash, people. I'll see you next time on Five for Life.